Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching on Friday, the 7th of February. And looks as if we've got more wet and windy weather ahead. Don't forget the site here is kept completely free of charge by you because you keep coming back using the site, telling your friends about the site. That means we put more adverts in front of you and that keeps us free of charge. And means we can do loads and loads of videos and additional ones like the Weather School and Fast Forward as well. So thanks for all your continued support. Anyway, onto the forecast. Well, you won't be surprised to know, looks pretty yucky. I'm going to take a look at the longer range because the Japanese longer range is available again today, seeing as it's Friday. So we'll take a look at that in just a mo. But just to bring you up to date on where we are, Friday, a bit of a respite, isn't it, for most of us? Most of us seeing some sunshine. Rain is going to be clearing away from the east this afternoon, and then actually it's not going to be a bad afternoon. It'll probably feel quite spring-like in the sunshine as well, but it's this fella out towards the west that we're watching, because it zooms in tonight, takes rainfall eastwards again tonight, and bringing 10 to 20 millimetres for many areas tonight as this front moves its way eastwards. However, it's the low that causes the problem, because as it moves through Ireland during the course of Saturday, it's going to be bringing storm force winds onto these western and southwestern coasts. Gusts of 70 miles an hour plus on western and southern coasts, 60 miles an hour plus for inland areas. And as the low tracks northeast, so the winds increase across Wales, across England, and also across Southern Ireland, and leads us into a very wet and also windy period. Most of the rain out towards the west. Now the problem, as far as I see it, is the length of time that the wind persists, because it's going to be blowing that strong really from this evening through to Sunday morning. So we get a real big push both of rain and of seas as well. Some huge seas coming in. We're looking at sort of 11 to 15 metre swells for Southern Ireland, perhaps the southwest of Wales and the southwest of England as well, with rough seas running through the Channel and through the Irish Sea. So some really rough weather on the way over the next 24 to 36 hours. Sunday sees the low clearing off towards northeast Scotland. We've got this brisk westerly flow then. Still gales across northern and western areas. Some showers as well. And those showers are lining themselves into bands of rain. You can see it there on the chart, that actually what happens is that the showers group themselves, look here, into one band there, we've got another band there, and we've got another band there. So if you do get caught by one of those bands of rain, particularly in the west, it could just be a wet, dull day. However, out of those bands of rain, it's probably brighter with some sunny spells, although again, breezy. Eastern areas tending to stay dry. So it's then a game of spot the next storm system. Monday looks to be better. Some showers out in the east at first thanks to this trough. Also showers coming into western areas too as the day progresses. But with this ridge building in, I think they'll tend to die down as the day moves on. But then the next area of low pressure tracks in, pushes heavy rain eastwards overnight into Tuesday. Again, we could be facing some really heavy rain across central and southern parts of the country into Tuesday morning. But brighter weather should follow from the west. Notice the track of this low is much further north than the last one, hence the reason it's not quite so vicious. And brighter weather should be following in from the west. However, this little feature here, you might just have noticed, zip through the Channel. Now, that one's causing us a little bit of concern because it probably brings a spell of fairly heavy rain across southern parts of England during the late part of Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, the problem with that is it adds rain to already sodden ground across southern England. It enhances the risk of localised flooding, but it may have a little bit of colder air trapped in it as well, which could turn the rain to sleet and snow over high ground. But I think the chances probably relatively low. Few showers affecting these western coasts of Scotland and western Wales on Wednesday. Many eastern areas dry. But then this system here deepening up, zipping up here, I think, towards the end of the week, bringing the threat of strong winds once again. And if we look at the 7 to 10 day means of the 500 millibar heights, this is from next Friday through to Monday the 17th. ECMWF here on the left, GFS on the right here. I want to see high pressure starting to get in around about the 18th or 19th. And there are a few hints here of a ridge building in the Atlantic, both on the ECMWF and on the GFS, but the majority of this period is just dominated by this strong jet stream still coming through southern parts of the UK and northern parts of Central Europe, continuing the very unsettled conditions. But this is what I want to see building in a little bit more. That's the ridge coming in. It's that brings the less wet weather to more southern areas. So let's see how the long ranges pick up on that then. This is the Japanese model for week 1. So this is going forwards from today. So from the 7th through to the 13th of February. And you just see here, look, this jet just blasting in across the Atlantic. They confirm the idea that it's still unsettled. Week 2 looking like this. Bit of a game to spot the difference, really. But there is a subtle difference. Look, there's the building heights in the Atlantic. Yes, we've still got this deep trough and jet stream through the UK, but it is trying to see in week 2 this build in the heights here. So this is running from the 14th through to the 20th of February. And it's just interesting to see that this is trying to link in with this up towards the north here. So the models are seeing my theory of this ridge building 18th, 19th time. And if we look at the CFS for the same period, week 1 shows these lower than normal heights. Look, there's the jet blasting through. CFS in week 2, well, not much difference. There's the low heights, look, and just that circulation going all the way around there. But look, you see, that's also trying to get those heights in. So that's week 2, going from the 14th to the 20th of February. So the CFS JMA are in agreement that this is the overall plan. Then the JMA skips to give us week 3 and week 4. So this goes forward from the 21st of February through until the 6th of March. And yes, heights are still below normal, look, and it's got the jet digging in across the Atlantic. But it actually has the left exit region up here towards the northwest of Scotland. So it hints that it's trying to shift the lows further north. And although heights are below normal down to the south, I think this is a hangover really from the lower than normal heights during the earlier part of this forecast period. It's hinting at higher than normal heights in the Atlantic here. So, I mean, I may just be clutching at straws, but it tries to build those heights a little bit. And week 3 from the CFS up to the 27th of February, trying to do the same thing as well. Look, they're the lower than normal heights out in the Atlantic. So that's our area of low pressure. But we've got the ridge there. We've got a ridge here across Eastern Europe as well, and Central Europe, and just notice that flow would bring us around more into a southerly. Now remember, this isn't the actual 500 millibar flow; it's the height anomaly, so it's where heights are higher or lower than normal. But it does try and hint at that pressure trying to build, and then really it makes a major building pressure towards the end of the month, builds high pressure through us, look, and gets us into this drier, sunnier period properly towards the end of the month. So the CFS is picking up on dates probably from around the 25th of February onwards of the improvement being in. But I think we'll start to see drier weather. So the start of some drier weather, or rather less wet weather, around the 18th, 19th, coming into southern England and gradually building its way north. So I'm going to stick with those dates just for the moment. At least it gives us something to look forward to during this horrible wet spell, doesn't it? Come on, we've got to have some hope in this dire weather, haven't we? Anyway, we'll keep you updated, of course, throughout the course of the weekend. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. Particularly if you're in a flood-prone area, do stay tuned to all the warnings that will be coming out during the course of tonight and through Saturday and the early part of Sunday. But for now, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. Whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.